So that was the room tour, and Rachel8989 says, she said something like, your hair's still in place? They didn't shave your head? Like, I thought you went to boot camp. They didn't shave your head? No, they didn't shave your head. They shave the males' heads, but they don't shave the female heads. We just have our hair cut. And the other... Oh, and someone asked also about braids, and I didn't write that down. They asked if they could have their hair braided. Yes, females can have their hair braided in straight, neat cornrows, straight back. No designs, nothing like that. I had my hair braided in cornrows for some events in boot camp that I just wanted my hair out of my face, and it's kind of a tradition for this event in boot camp to have your hair in cornrows. But y'all going into boot camp will learn about that, and I can't talk much about it. It's a great thing. So, Maya Makeup Girl 11, she said she's 12 and she almost joined. She almost went to boot camp like her dad, and that made me laugh because you're 12 and you've got a lot of years to decide whether you still want to go to boot camp, and you don't even have to decide to go into the Navy, Air Force, wherever, military, Peace Corps. Like, you don't have to decide all that for a long time. Not even 18, 19, 20. I'm 27 and I barely decided. So God bless your dad for serving, and you might still join. You never know. Quartz Crystal Sparkle was like, so what's the deal with my roomie? Like, I told her, actually, matter of fact, yesterday, I touched briefly on the fact that I made videos on YouTube. So yesterday, finally, she had her laptop out and she was like, I want to see these videos. And I was like, oh, this is so awkward. When I first meet someone, it's so hard, especially if I've known them for a while. Like Donna, when I worked with Donna, my friend that I worked with, it was hard for me to tell her I made videos because I felt so embarrassed and awkward, because to me, this is my outlet from real life, and I am so much more. It's like your diary. You're exposing yourself completely when you vlog, or at least I do. So people in my real life don't see this side of me, and I like it that way because I like the distance. And you guys know me more because I don't know you personally, so I feel more free to just be myself, you know what I mean? So people in my real life, when they end up watching these, I'm like, what are they going to think? I just feel like I'm afraid of being judged, I'm afraid it's embarrassing, whatever. Anyway, I know that's silly, but that's just my own hang-up. And so I told her, and she watched a couple of my videos yesterday, and I was like, I had to hear my own voice on her laptop, and it was weirding me the fuck out, and I was just like, I didn't like it. Anyway, so she knows now, but I don't know that she's watched any of my boot camp videos, which would be even more awkward. I think it would be weird for her to listen to what I think of boot camp, because we were both there together, and that just, it's weird. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. So I hope that when I leave and she's in the room, like, she's not looking up my videos. Hi, Jennifer, are you watching these? Don't judge me. It's just awkward. Okay, and then 0613 China Glaze. How's my kitty? And I decided on a MacBook Pro. You probably saw that in another video. You asked that on an old video and I never responded because I'm a freaking mess right now. But I decided on MacBook Pro. And FlyTie824 asked about the food and the food while I'm here. So when I first got to boot camp, the first week that I was there, I don't know if it was nerves or what, but I didn't eat. I would go through the line and get some food, and I would pick at it thinking I was hungry, but then I just couldn't eat. For like a week, I was just like, it was bad. But then I learned, like, I got more relaxed, my stomach calmed down, and I was eating regularly, and sometimes the food, like, we had ribs, greens, cornbread, baked beans one night, and it was so good. Like, that was the best fucking galley food I've ever had in my life. At that moment in time, I will never forget that night. How excited I was to eat this food. It was so good. And even, like, kind of comparatively to my real life, it was actually really good food. And now, coming to Pensacola A School and going to this galley was disgusting. And I don't know if it's because I got used to boot camp food. I don't know if it really is legitimately disgusting. Like, I'm trying not to form like a solidified opinion on whether it's disgusting or not, but I think it's disgusting. I think boot camp galley food is actually better than Pensacola A School galley food. And a lot of the students here with me agree. And like the consistency is strange, and I got violently ill coincidentally, like when I was throwing up when I first got here and I got really sick. I felt like food poisoning, and that was right after a galley meal. It probably wasn't related at all, like, because I've been sick and it was the flu, but I still relate it to the food here. So I have a complex when it comes to the food here, and I don't think it's very good. And the eggs are runny, like the scrambled eggs have water in them here. It's so bad. I don't even like thinking about it. It's bad. So I'm not eating very much. It's a great diet, but it's bad for when you're trying to recover because I'm sick and I need to have nutrients. Anyway, Jess172, she's left me a sweet comment. You're my fave commenter. I love you. And then VBrown1102, hey girl. I'm laughing at your story, calling it great mistakes, because they still call that here. I don't know where he picked it up from, but they call it great mistakes. And Alleyoops1978, hi Allie! And I'm laughing at the Advil for my cough. I could use some Advil for my cough. Actually, that's a very good advice because I got a headache from coughing so much. And Pamela4, thank you for the well wishes. Thank you all for the well wishes and prayers. You guys are really good to me. Oh, and Adriana and Hannah, they asked the same kind of thing. How come I don't record while my roommate is here? Is it against the rules? No, it's not against the rules. There are things that I will and won't talk about because nothing was ever like, it's such a new age. Recruiters and things don't think everyone's freaking vlogging all over the internet, right? So in boot camp, they don't say, don't talk about this on the internet, or don't vlog about this. Like, they didn't give you a yes or no, but better safe than sorry. So there are things that I don't want to talk about because I don't know if I should say anything, but no one ever told me not to. But just because someone didn't tell you not to doesn't mean you shouldn't, because there's not rules in place for everything, and you have to use your good judgment, common sense. So no, it's not that I don't like recording when she's in here. I mean, I don't. I probably still won't record while she's in here. It's just awkward for me. Like I said, I get embarrassed. So, anyway. Oh, and then Bella Durham, she was like, what did she write? Oh my gosh, I made a YouTube account just for you. Please answer. You didn't ask a question. People that make me laugh. Please answer me. And that's like all they write, and I'm like, I scroll around looking for a question. I'm like, y'all never asked a question. What do you mean answer you? Did you ask something? And Kalish970 asked if there's a bunch of bunk beds. No, there's just this one. Just my rack and the person. If we get really, really full, they try to keep it 2 to a room. But if we get really full, we're going to have a third roommate. It's inevitable. But me and my roommate are clean, and if we get a third roommate, she better conform to our cleanliness. That's all I gotta say. Because I've got 2 outstanding so far, and if you get a third outstanding on room inspections, you get a duty weekend off. That means this 3-day dog duty that I'm doing, of doing watches and cleaning for 3 days, because whoever's duty day falls on Friday, that means they have to do Saturday and Sunday, so that's dog duty. You get to take it off if you get 3 outstandings. And outstandings is the highest score you can get on a room inspection. It goes outstanding, excellent, good, and then I think it's an unsat after that, unsatisfactory. And if you get an unsat in your SDR, your folder, like you have a folder that keeps track of all the stuff you do here, and if you get unsats, it looks really bad. So the more outstandings you have, the better. And I've got 2, and I've only been here for 2 weeks. So anyway, and that depends on your headmates. Like, they'll judge your bathroom that you share. And my 2 headmates are really clean, and me and my roommate are really clean, so our head is always really clean, so we don't have to worry about, like, because these people can be super clean, and these people can be super dirty, and these people try to keep their bathroom clean, and then these people don't care, and they get an inspection. Because these people messed up that bathroom, these people will get an unsat. It's unfair, but that is life. Just like on a ship, if the ship is sinking and one person F's up, you're all going down. And that's the mentality they teach you guys. Like, it's not fair, but that's life, and you have to learn to accept it. So when just like in boot camp, if one person fucked up, they would make everyone IT except for the person that fucked up, to show you that when someone's fucking up, it's up to you to bring them to the level you need to be, because you're only as strong as your weakest person. So it's the whole mentality, the way they train you. It all makes sense. And it's for the better. So, then, the Micah18 commented again. She read the description. I love people that read the description and the tags. And a lot of people ask me why I have such dumb tags. When I upload from my iPhone, it won't let me upload without tags. And if I don't feel like coming up with a tag, I'll just hit the keyboard over and over. And sometimes it autocorrects into a word. And sometimes it doesn't autocorrect into anything. And I've had it autocorrect into, like, the tags actually be a couple words. But I didn't mean it. I was just hitting the keyboard to try to get it because I have to have it to upload on my iPhone. Anyway, Superman X Evan randomly saw my Conad vid, and now he or she, I think it's, I don't know, Evan. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. Now you watch these. That's funny. Hi there. And Ironhide XO Andrea with 3 A's. She left a comment. She's like, "Are you really 27?" And I sarcastically in my head I was laughing, and I wrote, "No, I'm lying about being 27 because I so desperately want to be older. Like, I wish I was 18 again. Heck yeah. And no, I'm not lying about being 27. Who lies about being older than what they want to be?" So I reread that comment when I wrote it, and it sounded rude because through text it always depends on the way that you read it. And I didn't mean it for it to be rude. I was laughing when I wrote that. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And I'm at 11 minutes already. This is my 3rd video. Shit. This is going to take me all day. I'm sorry. I'm flooding you guys. Okay, bye.